Yo, what is up guys, it's Kyle from KGR, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Nendoroid Mario. Now, over the years, or should I say, well, yeah, probably over the past couple of years, we had a Nendoroid Luigi, an SH Figuarts Mario, and recently we got SH Figuarts Luigi and Yoshi. However, the Nendoroid Luigi always sat on my shelf by himself and lonely some, and now we finally got ourselves a Mario. Is it good? Would I recommend it over the SH Figuarts Mario? Well, let's find out. So first up, let's take a look at the Sculpt, and may I say, he is absolutely adorable. Now obviously, it's not going to be a very good scale compared to the video games, because this is a Nendoroid. A Nendoroid is always short and petite. Now if you're looking for a 2-scale figure, you may want to look for the SH Figuarts Mario. But as a little Nendoroid looking thing, this thing is absolutely adorable. I love it. Ah, it's so cute. And they got plenty of details on him, like they got all the details in the overalls extremely well. The little smile on his face, look at that little grin. It's so adorable. It's all like, oh, eat me up. Oh, it's so adorable. The M looks kind of okay. I don't really like the fact that it's a darker shade of red compared to the rest of the reds on the Mario figure. But, oh well, it's still a cute Mario figure. I don't really know what else to say about it. The shoes are accurate, I guess. Well shaded, different colors and tones, and blah blah. It's a Mario figure. You can't really screw it up all that much. The paint applications are pretty good as well. There are a few things I do want to nitpick at, like how there's blue transferred to the shoes, and how like the sideburns isn't fully shaded. Like you can see a little bit of tan, like right around where the thing actually is. And a little bit of white going off the little M right here. But again, those are just nitpicks. Overall, it's a beautiful figure, and I am extremely happy with the sculpt and paint job. Now, when it comes to articulation, it's a very basic figure. I kind of want to say we have a ball joint at the head, but it's more like a ball hinge, where we go forward and back, but we can't go side to side unless we pull it out, bend it, and then move it. So then we adjust it so it goes side to side. It's like a ball swivel type of deal. And then we get a swivel right at the shoulders and the wrist. And then we get the same type of Nendoroid joint from the neck to the legs as well. So they can go forward to back, but if you do want to go out and turn them yourself, they can go side to side as well. So it's kind of like another ball swivel. That's pretty much it for the articulation. Very, very limited. It's not really much of an action figure. It's more like a display piece on your shelf or your desk, and you can put them in different poses and stuff like that, but nothing too awesome like SH Figuarts. Now when it comes to accessories, Mario comes with a crap ton. If you thought the Nendoroid Sonic was a great value because of his accessories, you have no idea how many accessories that Mario comes with. It is ridiculous. An open mouth smiley face, an angry face, which kind of reminds me of Toy Story 2. I'll pick in your extra pair of shoes and your angry eyes, just in case. Oh, Toy Story. And I will be comparing these accessories to the SH Figuarts counterparts, so you can get a good estimated thing on what I think about it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, first up we get a question mark block, and this is the SH Figuarts version. It is bigger, but I feel like they put a lot more attention into the detail on the Nendoroid version. However, all over it there are a bunch of peg holes, and I personally think they only should have done maybe 2 sides, so I don't know. I think only one side is kind of bland for when it comes to having the holes, but whatever, it still looks great nevertheless. But which one do I think looks better? I honestly don't even know. I think the bolts look better on this one, but honestly I don't really care. They both look fantastic. And then we got a used block. I mainly call it that because this is what it looks like after you hit a brick or a block and an item has already come out of it. This is the state that it looks like, and I gotta say it looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm finally happy we got something like this. I'm kind of disappointed that we never got an SH Figuarts version of this, but it looks fantastic, and I'm happy that it came with Nendoroid Mario. Now, just like the question mark block, it has a bunch of holes all over it, but again, it looks fantastic. We also get 2 regular bricks. And to compare Nendoroid to SH Figuarts, I gotta say, I like how the SH Figuarts has attention to detail on the top and bottom. However, the Nendoroid version has better detail mainly because of the fact that these bricks are actually etched out instead of being painted on like on this one. We also get a coin, And compared to the SH Figuarts version, I gotta say I love the SH Figuarts, mainly because of the fact that it is chrome. Even though this one is pretty much a dust and fingerprint magnet, I kind of look at this and it reminds me of the Jakks Pacific version of the coin, where it's all cheap and stuff like that and not chrome. It just irritates me. But I don't know, I kind of like it, I guess, but the chrome does look a lot better. We get a Boo, and I haven't really had many Boo figures as a kid. I may have had one when it came to the Mario Kart 64 figures, but it always had a giant stick coming out of its butt. But this is my first regular Boo figure, and I gotta say it looks absolutely beautiful and adorable, and oh, I love it. We get a Buzzy Beetle, and compared to the SH Figuarts version, they both look fantastic, but I gotta say I like the SH Figuarts one more, mainly because of the shadow effect over the eyes, and the way that the paws look, and his little bottom of his shell right here. Overall, it just looks better than the Nendoroid. However, that doesn't mean the Nendoroid one looks bad. I'm just saying this one has better detail, but if I were to only saw this in my life, I still would have been at all. And I like how it actually looks like there's more inside the shell compared to the SH Figuarts, and the shell itself is actually more of a glossy finish compared to the SH Figuarts version. It wouldn't be a Mario figure without the Super Mushroom, and compared to the SH Figuarts version, yeah, there's quite a size difference. But when it comes to how it looks, I kind of like the Nendoroid version, mainly because the circles and eyes aren't really etched out like on the SH Figuarts, so it looks overall a lot cleaner. However, I don't know, I just really like the SH Figuarts one for some reason. But that doesn't mean that this one's bad. I'm just saying, I don't know, they both look fantastic. I can't really choose one over the other, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. If only I were Dr. Mario. We also get a puff cloud effect for running. Yeah, Luigi came with like 4 of these, I think, and I kind of think they were a little bit unnecessary. You didn't need them, but I guess they were okay to have. I don't know. We also get this little effect, whatever this is. I don't even know what it really is. A set of bent arms. Another set of straight arms, but with hands with pegs in them for the mushrooms. I kind of don't like the fact that the hands have pegs in them. But if you ever want regular hands without the pegs in them, you can always use them from Luigi. But still, I think Mario should have came with his own, since the fact that he came with extra arms that weren't really all that necessary, but alright. A set of bent legs, one going forward and another one going backward. A set of crossed arms for Mario and Luigi. And with every Nendoroid, it always comes with a stand, but just like Luigi, he came with an extra big stand, which I absolutely love, as well as the Nendoroid arm, an extra Nendoroid joint for his neck, but not his legs, so there. And a small arm for the Boo. And I almost forgot, we also got some ladder looking things for the stand to hold up the blocks. I'm not sure if I should count this as an accessory, but I might as well should. The backdrop. Here you can actually cut all this off, and here there's 4 hole punches right there, and this goes to the back of the stand, and it makes it look like the blocks are actually floating, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm not going to use that, so I'm sorry, folks. And we also get 2 small pegs. I'll show you how they work really soon. If you want to set up the bricks, first you got to get your stand ready. Then you get your 2 ladder pieces and put them on the base. And then you take your bricks and you load them onto the stand like so. I showed off earlier that we had 2 pegs. Now this one is going to be a smaller one. It is actually made for these 2 bricks. Now suppose you want to give off the effect that this coin has been hit and you want to make it go up a little bit so it looks like it's actually been hit and a coin's coming out or something. Now what you want to do is you want to get your question mark block. This is only going to work for a question mark block. Then you take your small peg, put it into one of the sides, and then you put it on this, but it has to be on one of the holes that's down lower. So then you just plug it in right there. And you also want to take off one of these little pegs right here, which is not hard at all. It's just that the angle that I'm at just makes it look difficult. And yeah, apparently it's difficult. Jump cut. I actually had to grab nail clippers so I can grab them and then pull off. Man, that was not very awesome. I should probably take off points for that if it was on a point system. But anyway, then we plug the question mark block into this peg right here, if I can find it. There we go. And voila, a display. But what's coming out of this block? Maybe a coin? Or maybe a mushroom. Now this is actually where the other peg comes in. You just plug it into the butt, not the butt. No, you gotta plug it, thicker end, I guess, into the mushroom, and then plug it in. Now here, these little question mark block things, they're not even question mark blocks, they're bricks. They also have a hole on top or the bottom, whichever one you want to have on top or bottom, doesn't matter. Anyway, they have holes too, so if you want to put it on them as well, by all means, you do what you want. I am not a doctor, as I said earlier. Swapping out the face for Mario is relatively easy. First up, you gotta take off the hat, and then you pull off the face. This part is actually more unnecessarily hard than it needs to be. Alright, what you want to do is take off the head, push down on the peg, and then lift up from the nose, and then it'll come off easier, because I tried just pulling it off and it didn't want to work for me, so the whole head ended up coming apart. It was just very, very awkward. Anyway, then you just slide on the new head, or new face, slide on the hat, pop it on, if I can grab this thing, and you're good to go. Taking off the arms and hands are just as easy. You just simply pop it off. It's actually a lot easier. Put it down, and putting on the mushroom's pretty easy. There you go. And if you want to just swap the hand and put on the fist, pop it off. There you go. Now what's the difference in these arms? Well, one's closer to the other, I guess. I don't know, like, they go, I guess these arms go more against his hip than the regular ones. I don't know. That, and they're also a little bit longer, I think. I don't even know anymore. It's just not necessary to come with two straight arms unless they actually do something, like they're going out mad far like Link did. Putting on these little effects on the base is relatively easy. This one's super easy because you just plop it down, no problem. While this one has a little ball at the end, so you gotta push it down a little bit. But overall, it's not that hard. It's really easy. There is no turning necessary, actually. Turning. Now, plugging the Boo onto the base is a little bit tricky. What you want to do is you got two ends of this. This side is going to the base while this is going in Boo. Now, you want to be careful because you don't want to break this thing. Alright, so you want to take this end, pretty much plug it into the Boo, but it is a little bit difficult because you have to really press it in there. Then you pretty much take this end and you just plug it into the base like so. However, he does sit a little bit low on the base, so I recommend using the taller one that came with Luigi for Bullet Bill. And yeah, that's what I recommend. But I think Boo should have came with two of these little things, one longer, just like Bullet Bill did. But fine. If you have Mario and Luigi, you are rewarded with both Mario and Luigi's crossed arms, so they look fantastic standing across each other. And let me show you how to put them on. First up, you take Mario or Luigi's head off, take off the arms, then you apply one peg onto one side, and then you just pretty much stretch it onto the other side. You do want to be a little bit careful with this. Now here on the insides, they're pretty much indented and stuff like that, so it'll go on the buttons real easily, so you don't have to worry about it being too much of a problem getting on. Then pop the head back on, and there you go. And this is how they look standing side by side. When you compare the Nendoroid and SH Figuarts Mario, you can obviously tell there's a big difference between the two. But I'm really happy to own both of these guys. Like, if you're looking for something to just put on your shelf or your desk, I'd really recommend the Nendoroid Mario. But if you actually want to have a really fun time and posing and stuff like that, you're going to have a much more fun time with Mario. However, even though Mario has more articulations, I believe there's better posing options when it comes to the Nendoroid Mario, in my opinion. Also, if you want to have a little effect where Mini Mario is going to Super Mario, having both of these figures will do just that. And if you compare Mario next to other game Nendoroids like Sonic or Link, they look absolutely fantastic together. However, Mario and Sonic, kind of hit and miss in my opinion. But it still looks good, I'm not gonna lie. But I'd probably put Nendoroid Mario next to Figuarts Mario, but that's just me. So overall, what are my thoughts on this figure? This is probably by far the cutest Mario figure I've ever owned. If you have both Mario and Luigi, the amount of things you can do with both of these figures are nearly endless. If you're looking for a Mario display and you don't have too much room, these are the perfect figures to get. Sure, they're going to cost you anywhere from $90 to $100, but they look fantastic. Now some of you may be wondering, would I recommend the Nendoroids or the SH Figuarts Marios? Now, it really depends on how much room and how much money you're willing to spend on a display. If you have a big display that you want to have, then I'd highly recommend the SH Figuarts because they're still coming out with more figures for it. Like, the next figure they're coming out with is the SH Figuarts Fire Mario. But if you only have a small display and you only have a little bit amount of money, I guess if you want to count $100 as a small amount of money, then I'd recommend the Nendoroids because they look absolutely adorable and they don't take up too much space. This is pretty much essentially the whole set from the Nendoroid Mario line, and I'd highly recommend it because it looks absolutely great. But if you plan on having a huge shelf full of Mario figures, then yeah, the SH Figuarts are more down your line. However, there's a lot you need to buy to have a good display. And that pretty much concludes my review of the Nendoroid Mario. So if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, then don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter, especially my Instagram if you love pictures of figures. And I think I'll see you guys in the next one.